Well, hello there. It is Monday again, and Mike and I are back down at the shed, continuing on with our sexy girl build. Mike's going to be working on the backbox lighting that you saw in the last video, and I am going to be working on the table here in the back. I'm going to be specifically working on the pop bumper lighting and that little multi-expansion board. I've built a new expansion board that's good, that will actually expand and power everything, and I will be installing that, punching it down, and then building the rings and installing them in the pop bumpers. So once we get done with that, all of the lights should be done on the board. We will still need to do our little light pipe things that we need to do to get some of those lights up to the top, but that's gonna pretty much finish that, and then we'll have to program it, but that's coming up in a future video. So once I get those lights put in and we get the light pipes, that table will be ready to program, and then we'll be ready to put the table together. So really looking forward to that. Okay, we finished up wiring the distribution block, and so now we have to wire up the LED rings. I just need to put 4 wires on each of these, about 8 or 10 inches long. I can put them up in the pop bumper, snake them down, and then punch them down to that distribution box. So I'm going to put you guys back in high speed, let you watch me solder that stuff together. Okay, so those 3 are done. Now all we have to do is install them in the pop bumpers. Okay, I have the lights done. I have the rings that they're going to sit on ready to sit in here. And all I'm going to need to do is take these wires and snake them through the little holes in the bottom. And there's 2 holes, and 2 wires will go through each hole. And then I flip the table over, pull it onto the bottom, and snap it into that unit on the bottom. So I'm gonna put you guys in hyperlapse and you can watch me work. Okay, as you can see, the rings are set in, the wires are pulled to the bottom. All that is left to do is pull them over to the punch down block and punch them down. However, I am running out of time again for today, so I don't think I am going to get done with this. So you guys will have to wait to the next segment in order to see how this comes out. But it should not take long. Actually, these might be a little short. I might have to make these wires a little longer. So these 2 here are plenty long, but this one might be just a hair on the short side. Oh, no, it should work. Okay, I should be good. So That's going to end it for today for me. Let me take you over and show you how Mike's getting along with his stuff. So he's made some fairly good progress. Looks like he's got the power wire, the red +5 wire completely run, and he's in the process of running the signal wires now. And then the ground wire will come and he'll be done. So it is a shame that we didn't think about reorganizing these lights before we punched them down the first time. But you know, we do it good because we do it twice. So anyway, thanks a lot for watching, guys. Well, hello there, guys. It's Monday again, and we're picking up right where we left off. Well, just about. Mike has actually put a little time into the back glass lighting there, and he has everything on the back of that wired already, but there are a few bad LEDs. So you can see in that bag right there, we have some replacements that I cobbled together today, and he's going to go ahead and finish doing all of those. So that's part of the agenda for today. And let me switch the camera around and I'll show you the rest. So also left over from last week is the rings of LEDs that are down under the pop bumpers here. And they need to get popped down to that distribution panel there. And once we have that done, then all of the lighting will have been accomplished, and we can run our index testing. And what the index testing is we have to figure out the order of all the lights. And the way we're going to do that is I have a little program that'll just step through the lights starting at LED 0, flash all 4 colors, step to LED 1, flash all 4 colors, and it'll just continue on up the chain. I'm just going to put the camera on a tripod and record all of that, and then I can make up a table later on. So I will film that, obviously, because I need it, and I'll probably show you a little bit of it. But that's the primary 2 things that are on the docket for today, and then depending on what time we have left, we'll figure out something else to do. Okay, I wired it all up, turned it over, plugged my all light tester in, and as you can see, the new rings are working, but obviously the output from this last ring is not making it into the next light. So I need to do a little troubleshooting, but I'll bring you guys back when I got it all hooked up. Hopefully this is a pretty simple problem. Okay, I'm going to bring you in here real quick to show you what the problem is. This is a simple little problem, no wiring at all, but this little expander board that I have here is designed to handle playfields with 3 or 4 pop bumpers. When you only have 3 pop bumpers, you have to short out that little shorting pad there to get the output signal from the 3rd pop bumper to bridge over to where the output of the 4th pop bumper would have been. So you can see right along here, and I know my finger is gigantic in here, but right along there is pads for a 4th pop bumper that we are not using on this table. So I'm just going to get in here with a soldering pencil, bridge out that little gap, and that should fix everything. Okay, focus is a little soft, but you can see I've got a little solder glob on that thing there, so that should take care of our problem, I hope. So I'm going to turn the table over and we'll see how it works. Okay, I have my tester hooked up. I just need to plug power into it. I will put this up here so you can see the whole table, and I will plug it in and hopefully it's working now. Hmm. Okay, that is interesting because that definitely extended it past where we were, but the whole table still is not working. So let's see if we can figure out about where we've got to here. Um, these are working. Okay, all of those are working. The ones under here are working. You can't see that. This one right here is working, but that's about it. So okay. So let me got a
bad
bulb in it.
Anyway, you'll have to flip it over.
Yeah.
To diagnose.
So I found the problem. The ground wire right here pulled off of this connector, and if you don't have power, the signal doesn't continue on down the line. Now these connectors will all have white caps snapped down on them once we're sure that we're done and we have all the connectors where we want them and stuff like that. So this probably got pulled off while we were jockeying things around and stuff. I'm going to snap that back down, and that should take care of the problem. Okay, I hooked up that ground wire. I actually found another wire that was still loose, and with those all punched down, we have lights all over the playfield now. So I'm actually ready to start the indexing test on this playfield. I'm going to rearrange the camera a little bit to get a better straight on view, so I'm sure I can see all the lights, and I'm going to take off the plastics so I can see the lights under the plastics a little clearer, and then I'll start the test running. So I'll bring you back when I have all of that setup work done. Okay, as you can see, I've got the table all set up, so all I need to do is swap out testers now. Okay, so it is running. I'll kick you guys up into high speed so you can watch it step all the way through. But this lets us look at lights one at a time, check all 4 colors of each light to make sure they're all working. Some of them are not, and we know that already, but we'll look at every one of them as I'm indexing these and make sure that we know where all the lights are. And then we'll move this to the back box to check that out after we get the wiring done over there. Okay, we hooked the all light tester up to the back box for the first time. As you can see, it looks like the signal's getting to here but not continuing any farther. So we're going to turn it over and see if we can figure out why that's stopping. Okay, we found a bad LED, removed it, replaced it with a good one, gave it a quick test, and they were all working. So now we're going to just step through all of the light bulbs to get the indexing like we did on the playfield, and then I'll run home and make a spreadsheet out of which lights are which, and then the next time I'm down here we'll have a mapped out microprocessor that can actually light up the correct lights if you wanted to. Of course, Mike said he does want to, once we get done with this little piece, he wants to stick this thing back in the back and put the glass, or are you just going to lay the glass over here?
I'm just going to lay it right on top.
Okay. And we'll put the other tester on that flashes all the colors so we can kind of see what the whole back box looks like. We have our index testing done, so Mike's going to put our light pipes into all the places that need them, and then we're going to put the back glass on and we'll light it up for you so you can see what that looks like. Okay, there you go. We got the lights on there. We've found a couple of lights we're missing that we're going to have to either accidentally took them off or something, but there should be a light there on the match that isn't lighting up. There's a little alignment issue with the back box component, so we're going to have to work on that. That's mechanical, not LEDs. But you can see the girl on the front here is now very nicely lit up. All the other girls that can be lit up, this lady has a mask behind her, so you can't light her up for some reason. This lady can't be lit up, but she's got the match light there, so there is that. And yeah, so that's. I think it looks spectacular. So anyway, we'll have to fix a couple little light bulbs that are missing or whatever, and then we'll have to rerun the index test so that we get them all counted correctly. So we'll move on to that. Okay. We have the new lights installed and we're going to rerun the index test. So I will fast forward through this. Well, we were trying to get everything hooked up and in the thing and all blinking at once, but we developed a problem. These lights are just being the bane of us right now. So you can see right there that one of those two lights is not working and all the lights after that are not working. But that board is a 2-light board, so since the power is getting onto the board, the ground's getting onto the board, and the signal's getting onto the board, we obviously lost an LED on that board, and that's keeping the rest of the stuff from working. But we have definitely run out of time, plus a half hour, so we're going to have to quit here for today. So we will bring this up next time, but it's every day we make it a little closer to our target goal of getting this thing up and running.